Key from 20 years ago. So these are the things I have to go through every day. This sort of drugging affecting my martial arts, ultimately throwing it off a bit. Imagine how much better I am than they are. They're hiding from my top martial arts challenge, even though they're covertly drugging me. They can't beat me, even on performance-reducing drugs. They resort to trolling and harassing. Typically, I'll go to a restaurant, for about a month, and then they'll set up shop there, and I'll have to go to a different restaurant because it will start with harassing, and it'll gradually move toward them slipping something in my food and me feeling queasy as a result. And we've already established that this is not in my head. I have it thoroughly established that when I went to Popeyes, which, need I remind you, was a fast food restaurant, they hadn't set up shop with the staff because it was the first time I went there. So it was the first time I went there, and I went there with a female, and she noticed the same harassment as I've noticed. And then I've established in my news, in my room, that they were drugging me and they're gassing me. And I've been showing you combos for a long time. Some of you, were playing stupid about it. Others weren't stupid, and you knew it's stupid to play stupid. And then I have on record my mom noticing the same thing as I've been noticing. So between noticing the harassment and the stalking and noticing the drugging in my room, only a fool would not believe me when I say, yes, they're drugging the food. And when you listen to the kind of characters that are there, gays, feminists, I could start wearing, these glasses and recording every time I go to a fast food restaurant, covertly recording it, and you're going to see a lot of gays. I could do that. I personally feel it's unnecessary because I've beaten it to a dead horse. Why should I inconvenience myself anymore wearing those stupid glasses? You know what? There's gays in the grocery stores, and they might play stupid about this. Okay, but what can they say? Well, I don't know if they're gay or not, saying stupid shit like that. There's gays and there's bisexuals harassing me, and there's other groups that I've talked about in my over 4,000 videos with over 10,000 valid sources, putting their punk ass on blast. There are thousands of other people who have reported similar instances in society, and of course there's MK Ultra, MK Search, Project Bluebird, Project Artichoke. So it is thoroughly established that the people who are concerned with the order have vested interests with the martial artists who cannot beat me, and they are covertly drugging me. It's thoroughly established. Whoever says that is a traitor to humanity and to God, and it should be legal to execute them and everybody who agrees with them. Because it's just common sense, I mean, if I was a bad guy, it would still be wrong. If I was preaching things that were wrong, it would still be wrong. If I was a terrorist, it would still be wrong because all they would be doing is provoking me to do more violence or to be violent when I may or may not have any intentions of being violent. But the fact that I'm one of the most righteous men on the planet and one of the most insightful men on the planet, the top martial artist, and a great person, a great guy, makes it all the more wrong. These people are cowards who will never admit the difference between being a fighter and a martial artist. Mars is the god of war. Even Wikipedia understands where the word is derived, martial arts, from Mars, the Roman god of war, according to the Roman pagans. That's why certain pagan cities are named, Antioch and so on, and Cincinnati after Cincinnatus, okay? And even the dollar bill refers to the eclogue of Virgil. This all goes back to Greco-Roman myth, lore, and pagan nonsense. On record, that is where the term comes from. So a fighter is not a warrior. Warriors, when they fell out of grace, would resort to fighting for coin in the underground, Or if somebody fell out of grace, they would, they would be forced to be a gladiator. Okay? These are things that are dishonorable. You know, even fighting to the death is fighting. It's not war, it is fighting. Okay? And the skills you need to be a warrior aren't the skills you need to be a fighter. And vice versa. It's not the same thing. So mixed martial arts is just mixing martial arts for the purpose of fighting. It is not being the top martial artist. I'm the top martial artist, and I have all the fighters and all the other martial artists hiding like a bitch, and only a handful of them have conceded my point thus far. Thank you.
My chest too at your room. I think you should go to Oakley's and let me see what Oakley's room is. Oakley's room is a lot better. Maybe you should just move out and take the other room. And keep that room for, I don't know, but don't sleep in there for God's sakes. Because that room is just horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something wrong with it. I don't know what it is. I can't smell it, but it could be some mold hidden under, hidden somewhere. Could be, I don't know. Because whatever it is, it's not smelly.
All right.